So people, please tell me, when was the last time when you were actually kind to yourself? When? If I ask this question to myself, I honestly don't remember a time. Okay, so I guess as time goes on from my school time and my high school time and now my working period. So this is my tips of how to be kinder to yourself based on my personal experience. Okay, so there are a few situations here that I noted down in my Samsung notes. Okay, so especially when people talk on you or scolded you, okay, if it's indeed your fault, stop putting yourself in the victim mindset. So what do I mean by victim mindset is that when people talk on you because you did something wrong, and then people with victim mindset will go like, oh, why did he do me like this lah? He school me. I'm just a small boy, you know. There's an example of victim mindset. Just kidding, right? Just there's more example of that. Okay, so stop putting yourself in the victim mindset as always, and learn to hold yourself accountable. Like accountability is so important. Like be responsible for it, right? At least know how to say sorry, right? Because it's your fault, right? So in another case, if it's not if it's not your fault, speak up about it and try to communicate to avoid communicate with the people that misunderstands you, right? To avoid further misunderstanding. Okay. The second tip is that to take some deep breath. Not just a 3 second, not just a three times deep breath. That's not gonna work. Okay. Many people told us growing up to just take some deep breath 3 times. And they say this way will work, but no, it's not not gonna work. So based on my phone, right? My phone has this app called Samsung Health. Okay, where they show you so many ways. Okay, they show you, they guide you, all right, to breathe in and breathe out for 4 to 5 minutes. And honestly, after I try for many times as possible, right, it does work. It does work quite effectively. I like it, and I would like to recommend to people that want to, release stress, they want to manage, is it right? Manage their stress after a long day. So speaking of managing stress, of course, learn to take a tiny break, no matter how busy you are, either from work or home or school or chores, and even pursuing your dreams and career. Okay, I know those entrepreneurs, those videos you see on the internet. They say go all in. Okay, yeah. I mean, in the twenties, for the people in their twenties, for the people in their thirties, it's time to go all in. But also, even if it's the case, you also should take a break, a tiny break, just like to give yourself some silence, right? Sit down, look at the sky, look at the sunset, and reflect about life. It's so important, you know. Our mental health, our health always comes first, right? Health is everything, no matter what. So yeah, just a conclusion, right? Just remember to take care of yourself. Okay? No one's gonna take care of you for you. Okay, you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta drink enough water. You gotta eat enough meal. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. And then, as I mentioned in my previous episode, okay, to expect less and be happy. Okay, so speaking in terms of that, you know, in this case, so what I mean by this case is that to expect less on what tempers they can offer you. Like, oh, instead of thinking, okay, if they have to, scold you in a very hard tone or a very strict tone, instead expect more upon what words they can instill in your mind, so you can keep growing and take notes of them, so you yourself can also improve, you know, and learn to forgive yourself first. Like, why do you beg for forgiveness if you are not even forgiving yourself in the first place? Right? Like, don't even think about begging for forgiveness if you're not even forgiving yourself. Right? Now imagine you are begging your parents, hey Kai, hey mom, dad, please forgive me, hey, please, please, please. But then the mind is telling you, oh, oh kid, you're not even worth forgiving for. That's so weird, right? So please learn to forgive yourself first. Then only beg for forgiveness. All right. So lastly, I gotta say is to don't take life so seriously. Okay, although we all shall have goals and dreams and be very serious about them, but still learn to have little fun. Okay, in those moments of the little fun you're having, those kind of moments, they empty your mind before you keep before you even keep continuing. Imagine you do the same thing every day for long hours, constantly, no rest, you know, no little fun moments. It's gonna be so stressful. It's gonna be so mentally draining. So I wouldn't like, so I wouldn't like that to happen to any of you. Okay. So end of story. Okay. So if you do have any other way of how to be kinder to yourself, please leave in the comments below and let me know. And please remember to follow this podcast. Stay tuned and see you next time. Bye bye.